Okay. Everything looks good. Let's test the chat. Say hello in chat. I did an update to my YouTube server so I can send messages now. Should work pretty good. But it can't monitor. Hello Aniruda, nice to see you here. Yeah, there's been a lot of updates, like on Claude and stuff. Just want to take a look at it today. I think I'm good. How are you? I think like this was pretty interesting. The Opus planning, sonnet execution. Kind of looking forward to trying it out. This is what I was trying to do autonomously. Not autonomously, manually. But of course it's hard in between. Hey Edgar, nice to see you. Have you, I guess you are an open coder now, but did you take a look at this Opus planning sonnet execution workflow? Or automated workflow? Okay. Then you have good time. That's the perfect time to start learning, Ani. I guess Edgar. Hello, Jack. Yeah. If you try it during the stream, let me know what you think. So I think the idea is that the new mod lets Opus handle the planning while Sonnet does the work. So basically, automate what everyone is doing manually. It's just gonna save you like a bunch of Opus tokens if you want to use it for planning. I thought I could go through some of the comments. I'm gonna try it. Hello Nereus. I have done this manually. Yeah, I have to. It's just a hassle, right? Nereus, you got the crypto? And that's kind of not the only good news from Anthropic. Hello, Sharik. We also got 1 million token of context. I haven't really looked too much into it. I haven't had time. Open code really gets through to me. Back in Cursor yesterday, the convenience is something I really missed. Yeah. Check out Claude. Yeah, you should do that, Edgar, if you have the max. Hello, Tom. They already updated Claude Code with 1 million. That's what I wanted to find out today. Haven't really looked too much at it. Yeah, that's good, Nereus. I think that was the best way to solve this. Tom, hello, how are you? I used Opus for planning in Cursor as well. Okay, yeah, you can use that. I did try out thanks, Aniruda, appreciate it. I did try the Open Coder plan agent to build agent today. Jack, you have the 5x, me too, on the max 5. So I'm not sure how I would check how much context I have. Context token I have. I run this. Have you seen this? This is Claude Monitor, I think. So this kind of keeps track of kind of your token usage, time to reset, everything. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, just search for, I think it's just called Claude Monitor, GitHub, or something like that. Like always, if you have any links to share, if you have any links or articles or videos, just put it in the, I'm gonna pin it. Try opening Claude Sonnet in Open Code. It will show, okay, I can do that. But do I need the Anthropic API or no, I shouldn't, baby. So let's do models, Claude Sonnet 4. Should I just restart this? Open Code. Hello MapleDev, MPX CC context, okay. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. We need to investigate that a bit. So where do you usually see the context? Is it somewhere here? I'm not quite sure. I'm not so familiar with Open Coder yet. Teria, hello. Yeah, if it's 11, okay, so okay, it's like that. So 11k is 5%. Ah, okay, I see. Yeah, that's 200, right? Do you use Perplexity? Have used it, but not at the moment. It's good though. I agree. But I don't do so much research, really. It's like, I do some, but not too much. So I just wanted to take a look at this. Claude for Sonnet now supports 1 million tokens of context. So, Claude for Sonnet, so it's only Sonnet, supports up to 1 million tokens of context on the Anthropic API. So, would that mean, hello Redrick, if I open up Claude Code, I switch to API usage, then I would have 1 million. Is that the way? Ah, okay, Edgar. 2 versions. So this is the open router provider. Yeah, I guess if I use the Anthropic API, I could probably do that in Claude Code too. So if I do something like, if I leave here, like login, and I can select an API usage for billing, then I probably would have the 1 million, right? But I'm not gonna use that. That's gonna be expensive. I guess that's the way they did it, because it says supports on the Anthropic API. I hope they can switch it over to the plans though. That would be great. They're probably not gonna do that though. Long context support for Sonnet 4 is now in public beta on the API and in Bedrock and Vertex, coming soon. Yeah, we know what long context is. API pricing. So they have different pricing, right? So I don't know why they did this. It's a bit strange. So prompts below the 200k is 3 in, 50 out. And if you go over 200k, it's 6 in, 2250 out. That's kind of annoying, right? How do you know? Do you get like a warning or something? This is basically a double price. Hello Sasu, Mojave, nice to see you. Yeah, I just looked at Claude Monitor, but I don't see the tokens. Yeah, I think it's just the API jack. I agree. I guess if you use Anthropic Direct, you will see the million, yeah. But it doesn't look like it looks like something like 200, then you switch to like another API or something, and then you're gonna pay more. The plans are also using the API, I think so, but I need to know when but for the plans, this wouldn't matter, right? This will be baked into the price. So it's probably not on the plans, is it? But you can do, if you have like a code base, you can have prompt caching, right? This would reduce latency. So if you have like a big code base, this is pretty nice because you can cache basically your whole project and then you can save some money and latency. Yeah, this is really good for like bolt.new, lovable, cursor, right? I bet they are pretty happy. API with customers tier 4 and custom rate limits. Ah. Do I have tier 4? Okay, so it's like a special call. You're gonna do the betas context 1 million. Okay, not exactly what I was hoping for. I was hoping it's just gonna get baked straight into Claude Code. So it looks like it's gonna be like yeah, I agree, Edgar. I don't think this is gonna make it into the plans, not yet at least. Because it looks like a separate call here. Okay, maybe in a few months, I guess. I don't think I'm gonna use it then. It's just gonna get so expensive. But I can see like Cursor maybe offering this on the plan. I'm not sure. Would you pay more? Would I do like 5x with the 1 million context window for 100 or for 200? I'm not sure. Before I hit 200k, performance degrades. Yeah, I remember we talked about that. So I'm not quite sure. I'm really happy with for longer things, I just use this. Google AI Studio. They already have the 1 million, right? I think this is great. I use it all the time for long things. Videos. I do like a couple of videos of context, maybe some PDFs. I fill it up here like 400,000-500,000. And it works pretty good. I did like 500 PDFs. Yeah, it's really nice for video. I do my timestamps. It's just a great... It's probably the best free option here, right? By far. But this is kind of interesting. I think this could be pretty cool. I had some fun earlier with GPT-5, and I tried kind of the plan build agent. So I did a plan with GPT-5, and I built it with GPT-5. I created this. What did I try? Yeah, I think it was just a stupid game or something. But the game was pretty fun though. It created a game called Snakey. Oops. Python Snakey. It was pretty fun. So there's like two modes. There is this mode, and then it switches to like a ghost mode. Now I can go through the walls. But sometimes you can't go through the walls. Now the walls are deadly. Oops. And sometimes I can go through the walls. When the ring is blue, I can. Thought it was pretty cool. It's really responsive. That was pretty fun. Yeah, AI Studio is great, right? No, I haven't. I haven't seen the new ARC-AGI 3 preview. Do you have a link? Could you link it? Is it like a video or something? I can check it out. ARC-AGI 3 preview. So that's probably gonna be the new benchmarks for like hello Ruben, Taskmaster AI. I remember we had a look at that. Okay, so there's the link. Didn't we have a look at Taskmaster? We had a video. I don't think I had enough time to watch it yet. But it was this, like, Ruben. This one. I had been a bit busy yesterday, so I didn't have time to watch the video. But I'm gonna do it. Is it this one? Looks pretty cool. Yeah, no, Tom. It's this one, right? I'm gonna have a look at it. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna check that out. Maybe tomorrow. Anyone running safety hooks in Claude Code to prevent dangerous commands? Or Claude reading env? I have not done that, Maple, but I don't have any projects that is like sensitive. But do you run like do you run give me a second. So what event do you run? Do you run the pre-tool use event, Maple? Like the pre-tool use event to check if it's a dangerous command? I guess it has to be the pre-tool use event. Running Claude Code in YOLO mode in dev container. That's pretty fun, I think. I read a post about that. I kind of want to try it. I'll show you. I think it was Hacker News. Okay, I guess I have to just go in here. Let me try to find it. Can I search? Maybe next page. Yeah, this one. Claude Code is all you need. He ran VPS, I think. Pre-use tool checks for RM. Yeah. That's pretty clever. Yeah, that rm-r command can be scary, right? But have anyone had a look at this? I thought it was pretty cool. It's like a big article, but he's doing... Hello, J Slime. Nice to see you back. You can get a pre-configured dev container from Anthropic. Hello, Nick. That gives access only to their servers and your local commands. Ah. I think I've heard of that, Ruben, when you mention it. So this guy did this, giving a root VPS to a robot and saying go fetch. The first thing I thought I was doing was extending that loop, maybe indefinitely. So he fired up a cheap VPS on Hetzner, installed an authenticated Claude Code, messed around to write its own prompt, building autonomous startup, and looping logic to keep running forever without my input. I thought it looked pretty funny. So it's just gonna go indefinitely with the -- dangerously skip permission command. Right. And it's gonna have this waiting 3 hours before restart. I hit a small snag where Anthropic decides that running Claude as root with -- is not allowed. You can get past this by dumb nanny state, like running... Okay. Is sandbox equal 1? Not financial advice. Yeah, this was pretty cool. Just got here. Title reel me in. We checked out that JSlime, and we kind of found out that it looks like the context window is a separate call. So it looks like it's the 1 million is like a beta call for tier 4 API users. So it's probably not gonna be in Claude Code yet, I think. There might be some way to set it up, but I think I'm just gonna wait a bit to test out the 1 million context window to see if it comes into the plans. But it's pretty hyped though. I tried that some time ago, but I wasn't able to authenticate because I needed a browser. But I need something remote. Yeah, I see. I can link the article, Edgar, if you want to check it out. Anthropic devs said to decontainerize their projects, YOLO, and walk away from the computer. Tell until done with all tasks. Yeah. And you can do the... I have done some hooks sometimes that is called... I like this disable all hooks, by the way. I think it's stop, the stop hook. And I used like Twilio to send me a text message when Claude Code stopped. So I got like a text message, Claude Code has stopped running. And then I can rush to the Mac and start it again. It was pretty fun. Okay, so this is ARC-AGI 3 preview. Didn't they do a video on this? Let me see. It's 18 minutes. Ah, it's a bit too long. YOLO, yeah. Yeah, there is a video here, but it's 17 minutes long. That's a bit too long. But basically, how does this work now? So, okay. What am I supposed to do here? Ah, so maybe you can have like some, should we try it with, but what is the sneak peek? There is no instructions intentionally. You must play the game to discover controls, rules, and goal. Okay, so there's no instructions. Let's do... Can we do this on Manus? Or like ChatGPT? So let's do GPT-5. Thinking, I guess. Can we do agent mode? Solve this. Can we see the container here? The first I did on accent. Yeah, I'm not quite sure if I'm gonna spend... Okay, so let's see if ChatGPT can solve this. It's just gonna try to find the rules. Do people think it's gonna solve it? It's in Norwegian, sorry. Now it's in English. So now it's just gonna try to figure out how to do the controls. Hello, Tim. Let's do a poll here. ChatGPT gonna solve this. Okay, Edgar, thanks for dropping by. Oh, it's cheating. Why did he do that? I'm gonna want to know. Yeah, J Slime, it's pretty cool. I watched a YouTube video the other day. Repo that lets you remote into your CC to control it from your phone. Yeah, I've seen some messages from this too. What is it doing here? What is it? I'm just gonna follow up. Don't leave this URL. Maybe, yeah. It's not gonna solve it. Let's give it like a couple of minutes. Hello, Jamie. You use Tailscale and Terminus on iPhone. I kind of want to try that. So how do you... Is it like a lot of work to set it up, Jamie? Or is it pretty straightforward? If it leaves the game again, I'm just gonna stop it. Netbird over Tailscale, okay. Now it's just clicking. Okay, so it found out it could click and the color changed to red. So isn't it like the solution is in the middle, right? So we're gonna move the red cube to the middle, and you're gonna have white cubes and maybe blue, something like that. Pretty easy. Install Tailscale on your VPS and your phone. Then just copy the Tailscale IP for the server and SSH into it from the Terminus app. Cool. Maybe I'll try it this weekend. So how is ChatGPT doing here? It's trying, at least. Has anyone seen these Pokemon streams? Here's a question for some Claude Code veterans. Can I create a custom /command /test command that will just run a bash command and output the results? Yeah, you can do that. Something like I can show you. So it says, okay, so now it has a plan. It was in Norwegian. It's gonna try to fill some routes with colored squares. Seems like everything I do runs to the CDM, sends to the API and summarize the results. Okay, I maybe have to read that again. Custom /command that will just run a bash command and output the results. We can try. No, this doesn't look too good. Just keep clicking the same. It just keeps clicking the same square every time. Okay, this was a better plan because now you can do action 1 to 5 plus click. Just being able to host NetBird yourself is just a bonus when it comes to privacy and security. Cool. Haven't tried that. This isn't looking too good for ChatGPT agent. Sonic, nice to see you. How are you? I think it just gave up, and now it's gonna start looking for. I think we're gonna call this. So it's just gonna start searching for solutions again. Just keeps cheating. So we're gonna stop it. So it found a. Let's see what happens. It did cheat though. But it says it found a solution on X. I don't think so. It has some kind of reasoning log here. I don't know what it's doing. But that's cheating. Yeah. I guess this is quite hard. So let's stop this. J-Slime. Allow 5 sound waves or sound waves. In CC, do you use plan mode first before using a sub-agent? Or do you prefer sub-agents assisting with the planning? I think I just use plan mode first. You could mention in your plan that you have different agents. You can tag them. I think that's better. Yeah, J-Slime. Let's see. Did you mean like... So if you do... Okay, so this is open code. I meant Opus plan. And if we do... let's say... We can do... Let's try 2 things. I wanted to see... Pedroin, nice to see you. We're not building anything. Wow, RX. Are you serious? That is crazy. What the hell? I never experienced that. Are you here, RX? Really? Wow. Wow, I don't really know what to say. Thanks so much. I hope you are here. That is crazy. Thanks so much. Didn't expect that. Wow. So, RX just gave 50 memberships. Wow, that's just insane. Okay, so that is a lot. So what are you up to, RX? That was pretty crazy. I didn't expect that. So basically, That would be like everyone got a membership. Wow. I really appreciate it. Thanks so much. Is there anything you want to check out, RX, or? Thanks, man. Really appreciate it. That's pretty crazy. And that's perfect timing because I have some plans to ramp up the membership too. I'm gonna post more stuff on the GitHub. So I guess I have some people to add on the membership GitHub then. That's just crazy. Yeah, John, sorry, it's random. I can gift you a membership. I don't know how to do it, but how do I do that? I'm gonna gift you a membership, John. I'm just gonna, I think it's here. Okay. So let's see now. I don't know what's gonna happen. Okay, John got one. Okay. I can do more, but I can only do 5 now, but thanks. Tim, you will probably the next one. But RX, thank you so much. That was really, I didn't expect that. Kind of threw me off what I was doing here. Hello, Nathan. Nice to see you. Yeah, that was really nice by RX. I didn't see that coming. So now suddenly we got a lot of members here. Almost enough to just do like a members only chat. That was pretty crazy. I've never seen that before. So yeah. So now it's gonna be a lot of green people in the chat. That's pretty cool. And that's perfect because I have some membership plans coming up. That's gonna be nice. Yeah, Pedron, you will get one. I can only gift 5 at a time, and maybe I can do. Okay, I can do 5 more. Let's see what happens. So it's just random. I can't control it. So it's just gonna be random. Okay, so yeah, Tim and the Pedron, you didn't get picked this time, but next time. But now we are a lot of people with. One day you'll get it. So yeah, that was perfect timing because I'm gonna create like a new repo for members where I try to post some stuff. Are you serious, RX? That is insane. I don't know what to say. Thanks so much. I hope you got a lot of money. I guess you do if you can spend this amount of money on memberships. But yeah, thanks a lot. No, I really appreciate it. Just kind of threw me off a bit. So yeah. Yeah, I don't know exactly how it works. I haven't seen this happen before when I was streaming, so. But a lot of people got it though. Yeah. Benjamin, I'm good. We've been just having like a membership spree here. So pretty crazy. So RX has been giving out crazy a lot of memberships. I was a bit thrown off. Yeah, is it Mr. Beast? I don't know. Maybe. But I really appreciate it. Pretty fun. Yeah, that's kind of the first. I've seen like videos of this, but I never had it happen to me before. So, sorry, I've kind of forgot what I was doing here anyway. I was a bit thrown off. But I think we were trying to look at here and do some commands. Is it command? I think so. Let's check. The membership is a while back. I used to have like you will get there, Shazonic. I used to have like an updated GitHub repo. Yeah, thanks, MapleDev. That's what I kind of wanted to do. That's why I started streaming again, because if you just do videos, it's really hard to get to know people, and I don't really have time to sit in the comments all day. And I tried GitHub, Discord servers, but I just feel I don't spend enough time there. So I wanted to try streaming again, and I think it's just a better way. And then maybe we can do something else. So yeah, pretty fun. So I really appreciate everyone tuning in. Thanks, Nathan. Really appreciate it. We're just doing just checking out some news and stuff. So we just commands, right? Okay. So yeah, thanks RX Mojave. He's been going on spree. Pretty crazy. So hello Liqua, 1 million context window. That's only for the API page, or does it work on the? Yeah, that was what we was looking at. So we kind of had a check on the documentation here, and it looks like, where did I don't know if I put it out. Yeah, you can see here. It looks like the 1 million context window is like a separate API call. So you have to do a 1 million context here, and you need the tier 4 usage tier, right? But hopefully I can get into the plans soon. So JSlime, what command did you want to try out? I kind of forgot now. It's not here. It was this one, wasn't it? Community forum. Maybe we're gonna do something. I'm gonna think of something. So JSlime, what was your command you wanted to try again? Okay. Yeah. Do you mean this? I'm not quite sure. Command? Is it command or is it commands? I think it's commands. Is it this? I guess you try this. I think, Nathan, you have a tier 4. Yeah, I might have it too. But I don't know what to try it on, right? So do you mean this, you get the API call here? Is that what you mean? Or like the response? This is kind of your issue. You only kind of wanted this. Hello, Harsh. Yeah, I know what you mean. You just want the command line to output the results. I don't know. I haven't tried it. Let's, we can kind of try to ask Claude Code, I guess. We only want, but what do you mean output the results? Enable gifts to get one. Okay, I don't really know that system. Hello, Decory. Can we buy our way to tier 4? I guess you just have to spend a lot of credits. So I guess, J-Slime, you mean something like this, right? But it is working though. If we do sleep 10, right? Post tool call hook. If tool calls matches X stop. Yeah, maybe something like this. Yeah, but what if you do? So it is. I've used. So this is gonna sleep now, right? For 10 seconds. Is that what you mean? Like this? So this doesn't return anything. CC user setup, so I wouldn't mind a custom command like CC like usage, that would be run. Ah, okay, I see what you mean. Hello, MS. Call Python script on user prompt submit. And check for run my test. You can then block it from going through the API. Okay, that's pretty interesting. Arjun, Claude Code Sonnet got a 1 million contacts as well. We had a look at that, and it looks like it's just on the API off the plans now, for now. I can't confirm 100%, but that's kind of what it looks like. Right. When the user submits a prompt, check for run my test, you can then block it from going through the API. Okay, I'm gonna try that. Maybe not now, but I'm gonna check it out. Yeah, J-Slime, if you do some more testing, let us know what you find out. Can be interesting. I have done like, if you were here on the live stream, I did like, so you can do something like, let's try the new plan, by the way. Let's do Opus plan mode. Yeah, I think that's a good idea from Maple there. So we want a plan where we're gonna do a fetch, then we're gonna do a bash sleep 10, wait for 10 seconds, do a new fetch, any website, bash, sleep for 10 seconds. So we're gonna do 3 cycles of that. Can you set up this plan? So this is what I've been using sometimes to do like a long run. It works pretty good. So you do fetch, sleep, 10, fetch. Like a cycle. She's Sonic. I think you enable it on YouTube or something, I'm not quite sure. But I'm gonna donate more memberships. So you could do something like this, like fetch, sleep, fetch, fetch, sleep. And you can set like a long run here. So it's gonna fetch, sleep, fetch. So it's gonna sleep. When it's done, you can fetch, sleep. If you want like a, let's say you wanted to fetch like an update on a site every 5 minutes. You can do it like this. I've tried it, it works pretty good. Fetching and sleeping sounds like my life. Yeah, pretty much. It's just a workaround. Hello, 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 Unreal. Link. Okay, so that's fine. So that works. Should we do the... Let's try the same thing I did with... Let's delete this, doesn't really matter too much. So let's do slash models. We had a look at this. We can do a quick recap. So they did a new release. So they finally automated the Opus planning plus the Sonnet execution combo. This is something I've been doing manually, but now we have the Opus plan mode. So this is going to use 4.1 in plan mode. Otherwise, it's going to use Sonnet 4. This is really nice because new mode lets Opus handle planning while Sonnet executes the work. Basically automates what everyone has been doing manually. So instead of keep switching between models like I've been doing, you can now just go Opus plan mode. You can go to plan mode and you can do create a snake game in Python code with a surprising twist. Save it to snakey2.py. Create a plan for this. Yeah, it's a great feature. I think it's pretty cool. It's just gonna save you a lot of Opus tokens, at least on the 100 plan. Right? I think it's gonna be pretty good. I'm looking forward to testing it on like a bigger project. Okay, so here's our plan. We have a portal, game polish. So this plan now was generated by Opus, right? And when we auto accept now, I don't have to stop it and switch model because now we're gonna do Sonnet, autonomous. And if we're gonna do any planning or thinking, I think in between here, it's also maybe gonna be switched to Opus. I think so. That is the idea, right? But I haven't tested it enough yet to see how it works in practice. But the comments here are pretty positive. Anthropic is cooking. I agree. Nathan says he's on the 200 plan and I think almost unlimited Opus tokens. People under 100 seem to get anxious, but 200 is great. Yeah, that is kind of my experience. I can run a bit of Opus, but it doesn't take long before I get the approaching limit on Opus. But hopefully this could help me out a bit. I also had like a video, I did like an MCP server with GPT-5. that did the planning, and I did the execution with Sonnet. But I think this could be really nice. Ooh, we have some errors. Oh, it's just a typo here. So here's our game. We have Snake with a portal twist. Okay, it didn't work. Oh, it's just a timeout. Let's try it. Python snakey2.py. Okay. Wow, that was hard. So we can go through these portals here. And if we have a portal, we can... Was it just one portal? So if you suddenly got here and you have like a subscription and a membership, that is gonna be RX. He gifted 100 memberships. So yeah, pretty crazy. I never experienced anything like that, so that's pretty crazy. So Camille, you can say thanks to RX. Yeah, was really generous. Pretty crazy. I felt spoiled. I almost only use Opus. So Nathan, do you see like any big differences if you are working on something advanced? I don't know what you're working on, but thanks, Camille. Appreciate it. On the $100 month plan, I typically use Opus for your planning and reviews and Sonnet for the context. Yeah, me too. So J-Slime, I guess this is perfect for you too then. The switch, like the auto switch here. Unreal. So RX did 100 membership giveaways. That was pretty crazy. So he gifted 100 memberships. Okay, yeah, J-Slime, I think it's pretty cool. But I haven't tested it too much yet. I was switching manually, so this is a nice feature, yeah. Yeah, the Pedroni, I think you need to enable being able to receive memberships. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, I think the switching is pretty cool. So it would be nice if we get switching and they will add the 1 million context in like plans. Amoban, I have an old account was set as a brand account. Okay, I see. I'm gonna do some more gifts if people are interested anyway. We'll do it like the next days or next week. So I have to change profile to be added to the membership, maybe. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, this was this link. So let's try to build a 3D snake game with the Opus planning and the Sonnet execution. And I'm gonna kind of monitor here. So when we run this now, my model distribution so far has been 97% Sonnet, 2.5% Opus. So I kind of want to see when I'm gonna run out here. right? But if you're doing like a big project, it's just gonna eat a lot of tokens fast. Since I'm not, it's probably not gonna be too bad. Look at this snake game. Whoa, that's hard to play. What happened? There's a wall there. I don't understand anything. How do I go down? I don't know what this is. It's a gravity well. How do you connect your Claude Code monitor? I can show you. So if you go to Claude Code, I think it's just called Claude Code monitor or something. Monitor. I'm gonna link it. So I think if you go here, just go to the, there's like a pinned post. You can find this webpage here, Claude Code Usage Monitor, and you just do, when you install it, just do Claude Monitor, and you can get this nice overview here. When you're gonna reach your limit, how far you come. You can create a private Reddit, invite only. Yeah. Maybe we have to do something, Maple. I agree. Would be cool to do something like community thing. I'm gonna think a bit, but that's nice. We also have something else that is called, hello Platotal, yeah, you're a member now. So a big thanks to RX for donating 100 memberships. Can't believe it. So we also have CC usage. What's it called? NPX. So you can see the last 30 days, right? So this is the last 30 days. I have spent for API cost $532 in API cost on Claude Code. But I only paid $100, right? So that's CC usage. You can kind of check your monthly setup. So I spent $500 for 100. CC usage monthly. Okay, maybe that's the thing. But what is the command? Is it npx? I haven't really... CC... Hello, Martin. Okay, here we got it. That was better. So we have done some haiku. Yeah, that was much better, Jamie. Thanks. So in August so far we spent $200. Maybe it isn't monthly. It's maybe like 1.5 months. I'm not quite sure. But I don't think I have spent that much. Some people are like $2,000. Yeah, Jamie, I am on the $100 plan. Hello, long one, Aniso. Something weird is happening. I can't access Claude Code at all on cursor. Okay, that's pretty strange. Did you try to do Claude Code version? I had some issues with that one time. Or like Claude version. I was kind of on like an old version here. I couldn't open it. So Jamie, you're on the pro plan, but thinking of upgrading. Yeah, I find the $100 pretty good. I never ran into any issues, but I'm not like Nathan and using Opus all the time though. Yeah, Martin is also on the 100. I kind of like it. It's kind of in the sweet spot for me. For 200, I kind of feel I have to use it all the time, but for 100, it's perfect for my use. Building like smaller projects and not kind of managing like a huge project. I don't do so much managing. Yeah, I think 100 is good for me, but some people need the 200. I know a lot of people here have the 200. So this year I'm also I play something called fantasy football. I'm doing like my fantasy football team on Claude Code. So if you're interested in fantasy football, I have a new YouTube channel where I post videos on Claude Code and FPL. I'm only using Sonnet at the moment. Yeah. So Jamie, you can definitely try the definitely try the new Opus plan mode. /models. I guess I have to be in Claude first. So that's pretty good. So let's try out our get all fetch chat messages. Who has been the hero of the stream so far? Yeah, I know, Martin. So hello, Mugail. 1 million contacts also work for Claude Code with an Anthropic account. You could do like a separate call, right? But I don't think it's in the plans yet. So we asked Claude Code, who has been the hero of the stream yet? So it says, RX is clearly the hero of the stream. Here's why. RX has been an absolute legend of this stream. He gifted 100 memberships. Multiple people are thanking him. Comments like, RX is a legend. Thanks, RX. RX works at Anthropic. Many new members expressing gratitude towards him. So yeah, we have Claude Code kind of hooked up to the chat here. So it's pretty cool. Pick your emoji. Hello, Phil. So now we can do a send a message with Claude Code. Hello, Rick. I don't know how many people use it, but I enjoyed Open Router with Open Coder. It's pretty cool though. Yeah, Jamie, it's pretty cool. Smooth, I agree. Do you use Tmux? I haven't, but I have had a look at it. So I don't know how many of you have tried Open Code, but I think it's pretty cool. I really enjoy that we can try different models. So we can do Kimi K2. We have the new local models from OpenAI, GLM 4.5. We still have Horizon Beta. We don't know what provider this is yet. I built an MCP for Tmux, Gemini as the orchestrator, and it spins up Claude Code sessions as sub-agents and can check in with their progress. That's cool. You're a mod for Adam on the Open Code team. Okay. Cool, Jamie. Quen3 code is really good. Yeah, I enjoy that too. JSlime has a Claude Code router now to set up in case Anthropic is having issues. Nice. So how does the other models perform in Claude Code, JSlime? Have you tried Kimi K2? Crush is pretty sexy. Open Code seemed not to rank as high as Gush Coder's benchmarks. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of testing on this. But what is Crush? I haven't seen. Is that like a different version of Open Code? Has anyone tried GPT, I guess you mean, OSS via an MCP server on CC? I have not. I just tried GPT-5. Maple. Hello, Push the Model. How's the testing going so far? We haven't tested it too much, Push, but it looks like it's gonna be a very good feature. At least the planning mode from Opus. Because it's just gonna save you... It's gonna save you a lot of tokens, and you don't kind of have to skip the manual part. Crush is the OG Open Code. Different code base now. Yeah, I know there'd be some drama there, wasn't it, or something? I haven't really followed along too much, but we can check it out. Charma, they're using Charm, okay. Looks pretty cool. I might try this too. But is there any like performance differences, or is that basically the same? Is it mostly UI? Rick, how do you decide what's worth coding? Most of the times I just think of something, code it, doesn't work, does it work? And I never use it again, lol. Yeah, I see what you mean. That is what's cool about like using Claude Code. But if you have like a good idea, just go for it, right? I built my video course platform using Claude Code, and that has worked pretty good. Love the TUI though. Yeah, it looks good. Have you heard about the GitHub news? No. Tell me more, Pedrin. I wish OpenCode had auto context compression though. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you you lose kind of track of. But I guess you can see it in the top corner, right? Great. Animated Minecraft TNT explosion in HTML. Okay, so this is over. I forgot about that. Don't you kind of see the tokens, Jamie, in the up in here? GitHub news. Okay, so you mean like compressing? Yeah, okay, I see what you mean. So if you want to do it, you need to do it manually, save it to a file, I guess, and just read that file. Could be a bit annoying. GitHub is no longer independent at Microsoft. Ah. So they are Microsoft now, I guess. Works well for cloud models, not so well for local or others I've tested so far. What about Kimi K2? Ah, okay, I see. I can check it out. So it's slash compact. Yeah, they have that. Okay. Where was I here? Just save it. So how is your impressions of GPT-5? Has anyone like gone full GPT-5 on like Cursor or Open Code or anywhere? I've been pretty happy with GPT-5 for the things I've done, but I haven't done anything like complex. Yet. Yeah, Shizonic, we checked it out, but it's like a special call on the API. It's like a, where is it? If I can find it. It's like a context 1M in the beta header in your request. So you kind of have to, I don't think it's autonomous. Usage limit in Cursor for free tier is not much. Yeah, I've tried it in Cursor. On the free. Alright. Hello, useless duck. Very sexy, very expensive. Yeah, right? I think it's gonna be expensive. They kind of changed up the pricing too. I'll be right back. Yeah, I will hope we'll get to the plan soon, the context window. That'll be pretty nice. So yesterday I had a lot of fun by doing. I really wanted for a long time to do like Polymarket app. So yesterday I just created one. It was super fun. And we can do what do you call it? Python. Oh. So I have to do some. I need to update the events, I guess. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with this project yesterday. It was super fun. So if you're gonna use it, you need to update kind of. You need to go to Polymarket. You need to find kind of the new. So it's gonna be today at PM, I guess. Here. So I need kind of a slug. Right, and I need. It's a bit complicated to set it up though. So then I need to go to my repo. I need to grab this, right? And I need to get this here. That's this, and I'm gonna grab this. Grab the slug. I guess it's just changed. No, I need a slug. And I need the event. So what I'm gonna do next on my Polymarket app is I'm gonna add some. Was that wrong? I need to add some. ET, okay. Some polygon, I think it's called, on the Polymarket app. And then I can. I'm gonna make 2 bots that can kind of trade on the page. Right. So that is my idea. I'm gonna try that maybe over the weekend. We'll see. So that is gonna be something I'm gonna try over the weekend, I think. Poly app, let's do Claude. Yes, do plan mode. Let's do models first. Models, Opus plan mode. Read. We can do list paths or get familiar with project. Update events to the following. Create a plan for this. Okay, let's try that. Try to update my project here. So how are we doing on the? If we go to Polymarket, we go to Tech, we go to AI. Which company will have the best model at the end of August? So we are still at 70% Google. So there's a lot of rumors about Gemini 3 coming out before September. I saw there was some. Wasn't there like some. Okay, so let's see here now. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Let's do that. There were some tweets, I think. Gemini 3 Death Star tweet. I don't know. Start. something like this. I don't know. I saw something. So I think Google may have something coming up soon. So that's gonna be pretty interesting. I see you used slash models to choose plan mode. Yeah, but I just set... I'll show you. Do I have another one up here? Okay, so what I did, the Soundwaves models, there's something new here now. You can do... There's something called Opus plan mode, right? So now we can do... For only planning, we can run Opus 4.1. And Sonnet is gonna do all the executions and writing the code lines. So we only use Opus for planning, and this will save us some Opus tokens, right? Instead of doing it manually. So that is kind of what I did here. Right? So I would definitely try it out. If you are, at least if you are on the $100 plan, could save you some tokens, I think. Yeah, I think you could definitely go check it out. If you're on the pro plan, I don't think it's applied because you don't have Opus anyway, I guess. So look at this. Does it read me? Dash help. Okay, nice. So it looks like it's working. Good. Is ChatGPT 5 the best coder for a price? Ooh, I actually do think so. Has to be, right? I do think so. Because the price is kind of unbeatable. I guess you could argue Gemini 2.5, but I think it's probably gonna be GPT-5 on the API, right? For the price. But it kind of, if you have Claude Code and you kind of have the plan, you also get a lot of value, right? So it's kind of hard to say. Now you see why I asked about using plan mode over sub-agents first, vice versa. Yeah. Setting my sub-agents on plan mode due to them yielding better results. Could be something I want to try out though. So if you didn't see my video on this, so basically this is data from Polymarket. We are grabbing this via the API. And we are feeding all of this Polymarket data into a set model. So in this case, it's GPT-5 Mini High. And with all of this information, it's going to try to predict a price, like an implied price based on this data. And it's going to plot it here on kind of the map or the graph. And we also fetch the real Bitcoin price. This is kind of the green dots. And then we can kind of see what model is coming closest to the real price from this data here. So I had a lot of fun with this because I also have a setup with Open Router, so I can try different models just to see. So here now I can switch to Nano, Mini, Nano High, for example. I can just go to here and I can do, now we are on GPT-5 Mini. I can do Nano, High or Medium Reasoning. This is pretty close though. It's $400 above the real price. So if I restart this now, it's gonna be with GPT-5 Nano. Has someone tried Figma Make? I have not. Is that some UI? Is that some UI AI thing? So now we are starting it with Nano High, right? So now we can run it with, if we open up like a new, we can close this. If we do cd poly app and we run this. So here we are on the same code, but we only have like a different AI. So I think we are on Kimi K2 from Moonshot AI running through Open Router. So this, yesterday I kind of compared, like I had a look at Nano High and compared it to like Kimi K2. And I just saw what kind of model were closest to the real price. So it's almost like a benchmark, right? So Kimi K2 is thinking the price is gonna be like 120,700 based on these inputs. So that's $500 off. Nano High is gonna guess 120,800. So that's $600 off. So Kimi K2 is like $100 closer. And I can just let this run because it doesn't really cost anything. The Polymarket API is free. The Gecko API is free. So I can just gather all this and just let it run and kind of see where the data kind of looks after a while. So I'm just gonna let it run in the background now to see what happens. So what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna add some polygon here. And I'm gonna use the API to give the models some chance to make a bet. So I'm gonna compare like Kimi K2 versus GPT-5 Nano, and they can, if they think it's gonna be a good place to place a bet, they can do it. And then I'm gonna give like maybe each model like $50 and let them run for an hour. And we're gonna see what model makes the most money, right? Yeah, okay, so that's kind of Figma. I haven't really ever used Figma. So that's been something I never tried. So yeah, my idea is to create like a benchmarks where these models can try to see what kind of models that can make the most or lose the least money on Polymarket. So that is gonna be some projects I'm probably gonna start this weekend. And maybe next week we can try to run them on the live stream maybe. And see what models is gonna make the most money. And on Polymarket, on Open Router, we can try a bunch of different models. So I tried Kimi K2 yesterday, and that was a pretty good model at doing an implicit price here on the Bitcoin. So let's try to switch Open Router model. Let's try, there was one model I tried that was really bad. I can't remember what model it was. Open Router. We can try the new OpenAI model. So let's try the 120B OSS, right? So let's do OpenAI GPT OSS 120B. So I can switch here. And when I start this now, we're gonna be on the open source model from OpenAI. And we can kind of compare it to Nano. I'm a big fan of the Nano model. It's so cheap and it has reasoning. What is the price of Nano? It's just crazy cheap, right? Isn't it something like GPT-5 Nano? 0, so is that 5 cents in? And 4 cents. This is 40 cents, right? 5 cents in, 40 cents out. So basically free. Did you try GLM 4.5? I think I did. That was pretty bad. We can try it now. So this is gonna be my benchmark going forward. So I'm gonna try to fine tune it so I can do like benchmark tests on new model, how good it's gonna be at picking the implicit price on Bitcoin. And we can add more data points. We can add like Fed rates changes. We can add Trump news and a lot of data points here because it's kind of real time. So you can see GPT OSS 120B 121,000. It's a bit higher, it's like 700 off. This is more like 400 off the real price. Okay, that was really close. So let's see here now. Can your bot make my TEI and ENJ bag pump? We'll see. We'll see, Sharik. But I just want to come up with my own benchmark. That could be pretty fun. And I think I'm gonna go for this. So I'm just gonna find a way to give it money and give it the option to trade. Because we have the Polymarket API dev docs. There's something called, I think it's called just pretty simple. Where is it? Where's the documentation? For developers, okay. There's something called just place order, is it? Place single order. Detailed instructions for creating, placing, and managing orders on Polymarket using this API. So this is what I'm gonna set up. So I'm gonna give it the option to buy here. It's gonna be pretty fun, I think. So Nano is pretty stable in its prediction, doesn't really change that much. While the open source model is a bit all over the place. But there hasn't been a lot of movements here now. So yeah. But this is almost... Yeah, because the price is 120 now. Okay. So yeah, that was what I was doing the day I didn't stream. Had a lot of fun with this. So I think I'm gonna do 15 more minutes. Someone put up like here, what is this? Is this your project? CC Proxy Dolphin. Who is running this project? Tell me more. It's a Flask-based proxy that unlocks AI freedom. Use any Claude-compatible application with XAI's Grok. Me? Okay, Nathan, thanks. Modify Claude system prompts, name in honor of Eric Hartford's uncensored Dolphin model series. Yeah, those models were cool. I haven't used them in a while, but I remember when they came out, I think it was it like a llama version of Dolphin or something? And it was really nice. It was like an 8B model, like 7B model. Uncensored. That was really cool. Do you remember what the core model was, Nathan, on that Dolphin? Was it the bloke? I remember him, Lucas. He had a lot of these G-GIFs, right? It actually intercepts and rewrites the system prompt. Cool. We might check it out. Let me see here. Okay, so we have, yeah, pretty straightforward. Fun. I just came to think of something. I just remember, I don't know, I guess most of you yeah, I don't even think those models are here anymore. But I guess the models have gone now. Unfortunately. But when I started using large language models, like... So you can override the default Claude Code prompts and make it more aggressive security-wise. Huh. Do you... How do you do that? Let me see. Are you using Grok? Anthropic with custom prompts, so you can do your own. Original Claude. Here's the Grok pass-through. Okay? Grok with custom. Grok is not fast and good in practice though. Maybe we can try it someday. With Grok. I have a Grok API key. But I just wanted to do something funny. So I started using... When I started using large language model, that was probably 2020. GPT-3 beta. So before the instruct models. Let's see, XLE. What's your email for promotion on an AI tool? Dedicated videos. I can send you the email. Just send... It doesn't really matter. You can send to this one if you want to. This is my agentic email. Hello Edgar, what did I miss? We can ask Claude. But basically, you kind of missed RX giving away 100 memberships, Edgar. That was pretty crazy. So he's a big hero for the community. So yeah. Yeah, just send me an email. Yeah, he's a legend. So we can ask Claude, what did Edgar miss? And we are testing the Polygon bots. Yeah, I guess you didn't. But it was just crazy. So he's like a community legend already. And we've been kind of running the Polymarket, my benchmark on Polymarket. Is RX in the chat? I hope he is. He's been for a while, I think. He doesn't chat much, but he was here. So what did Edgar miss? So he missed that RX gifted 50 membership. I guess he did 100. Oh, it's here. So Claude Code Opus plan with testing of the 1 million. We didn't really do that. We discussed... okay, so yeah, it was only 50 messages. You didn't miss anything big, but maybe the 100 membership was pretty cool. Other than that, we've been just playing around. I was just gonna tell a story when I started with large language models. The way you had to prompt it before the instruct models. So you had to do something like... so the way I prompted it, like in the GPT-3 beta, it was like, what is the main capital of France? And I did... So I often did like Q, and I did A, Paris. And then I did Q, what is the main capital of Norway? And I did A, Oslo. So every single prompt had to be like multi-shot or like few shot. And then you could do something like, what is the main capital of, yeah, I don't know, Spain. It was really slow. So every single prompt had to be, when I started using large language model, had to be in this format. If you didn't, you just got... If I just said, what is the main capital of France? The response I got was like, what is the main capital of Spain? I didn't get the answer. So this was before the models were trained to do instruction following. So they were only, they only did like pattern recognition. So if I didn't do it like this, it wouldn't answer this question. So it was really hard to work with. But they changed that with the instruct model from OpenAI. But that was back in like 2021 or something. So it was just interesting. Back then, there was no information or anything about large language models online. So we come far since then. And maybe some of the open source models were kind of like this too in the beginning. Explaining this brings me back so many emotions. Were you early Soundwaves on the large language models? You remember this, right? It was crazy. So I did some work on some online businesses. It was so hard to work with. You had to like set up these crazy few shot prompts, and the context window was like 2K. You were on GPT 2.5. I guess you remember this pre-instruct prompting then. Unreal. It wasn't that practical to work with. It was messy. Still, OpenAI didn't fix it. I guess they fix it now. Ah, that's cool, Unreal. Were you guys on the OpenAI forum? That was when the models were just autocomplete. Yeah, JK. They were kind of autocomplete and like pattern recognition. They didn't really follow instructions. They just did whatever they did, right? Yeah, I remember. That was pretty fun. But we come a lot of ways since then. Autocomplete. Yeah, kind of autocomplete. But you're gonna have to do it like this. So if I did what is the cap of Spain, and I just said like this, so the answer would be something like, what is the capital of France? That was my answer. So I just got this. Yeah, it was pretty fun. Okay, so let's see our plotting now. GPT-5 Nano is $300 off. So the price has gone a bit up here, like a couple $100. It's kind of trending in the same way though. That's pretty cool. Or is it? Maybe. This too. Do you guys agree? Are they both trending up? So I guess it's using the data somehow correctly. You can see this one is going a lot up. This greater than 120. So it's probably using that to trend up. But you could see the potential, yeah. And I remember the OpenAI Codex model. When this came out. I don't know. Is this? I don't know. Codex. There's two things called Codex. It was called Codex at least. Sent you an email. Okay, I'll check it out after the stream. Excel. Yeah, I agree, Ludovic. It's not hard to predict BTC as rising. Yeah, and the tools here are like really... They kind of feed the information. You can see all the positive signs here on reach, right? But it's a fun... it's a fun benchmark, I think. I'm gonna have some fun with this. That's my plan. And I can add other points. So I can do... We could add like something... I don't know what kind of point is funny. What is like a correlated... What is correlating with kind of crypto prices? This is maybe too slow. Fed decisions. I guess maybe geopolitics, like Trump, could be related. I'm not quite sure. I will have to look into it. And I could have like... We could have also had like... X.com information feeding in here from some handles on X or Twitter as data points. We can just use the Grok MCP server or something. Some Reddit sentiment. I don't know. I'm gonna try something. So that is the idea. So this is pretty dead. This source is dead. Okay. Thanks, Ludovic. Appreciate it. Yeah, I think it's gonna be pretty fun. At least when we add the opportunity to make orders, so we can see what model is gonna make the most money. So I'm gonna give access to like an account, and I'm gonna give them like a limit. So let's say they can spend like $20 both each, and let's see if they can make money or if they can lose money. But I need to look at over the weekend how I'm gonna do that. I found this documentation here a bit confusing, but I think I will figure it out. Yeah, you're just gonna do, so you're gonna do price, size, buy. So we need a token. What about sell? I hope you can sell too. What would happen if Claude Code saw the output instead of... What would happen if Claude Code saw the output instead of Claude Code in sort of a display-only mode? Claude Code will become its own feedback in real time and could enhance the display visuals based on the rules prompt. Try it out, Soundwaves. Could you make a notification that sends SMS for this project? Yeah, you can do that. You can just use Twilio, right? Maybe you need some kind of hook, I'm not sure, but if you use Twilio, you can make like a local MCP server that sends text messages to your phone. So you can place an order. Okay, so you can, I guess cancel order is the same. Is that the same as sell? I have to look at this over the weekend. I haven't studied too much. Yeah, I think if you go to like Twilio API docs, I've used it before, and you go to developers, or you can just search for SMS. I can't remember where it is, but it should be. It's not that hard to set up. You just need an account. I have made it before on Claude Code hooks to send me text messages when the Claude Code stopped. But one thing I want to do, has anyone... I know it's possible, right? I think some of you have done that. You do like a... Let's say we did a local host project, like a local website, and you have like an MCP in Claude Code. It could be like... I like something. Is it called browser use? Browser use, right? This is a really good... computer agent. Playwright, for example. On Mac, you can send notifications via OSA script. Cool. So I want to do like a browser use MCP. And when the web page is done, I want to send a request with MCP, go to localhost 3000, do a full check of all the buttons on the web page, and bring back a report. I know a lot of you have probably done that, but I haven't really done it yet. So maybe over this weekend I might do a video on this. I just want to see how it works in practice. So we're just gonna do a local host web page and trigger the MCP server and check it. Have you tried that, Edgar? Or someone? Should work, right? like test that button, scroll up and down, fill out the form, see if everything works. Okay, Edgar, that's pretty cool. Are you doing that now, Logo? So how is it going so far? Does it work? Yeah, I'll let you know, Edgar. What is this? Strap the 1 million context rocket to Claude Code Max plans. Yeah, do it. And this was a good one. Wasn't this what we talked about during the stream? So we want this part added into the max plans. Do it, Anthropic. I mean, the report is solid, but it get lost in the pages. Okay, Logo. Did you use browser use or did you use Playwright? I really recommend this one. This is really good. This is what Manus uses. Browser use. It's really good. But yeah, let's do this. Strap the context rocket to the Claude Code Max plans. I'll upvote this. I double dare you to say you're absolutely right one more time. Every single time. If you correct Claude Code, it's just gonna answer, you're absolutely right. Anyone using Kimi K2? We are running, we did try to run Kimi K2 here, but I haven't tried it like on like a real project yet. Yeah, it always says, you're absolutely right. Oh, this is pretty good too. Yeah. There are some good memes here, I guess. Even when you're wrong, I know. So it's a bit sicko fancy, right? This was a good one. But we need to get it into the max plans, I think. Yeah, GPT-5 got rid of that. You're absolutely right behavior. Okay, what is this? Sonnet 4. I think you... Set model to Sonnet for 1 million. Try? Okay, I guess we figure out more in a few days. How we're gonna use the 1 million. Yeah, Shizonic, I have to go too. I gotta be somewhere in 20 minutes. So I think I'm gonna call it. So for the stream, RX, if you're still here, thanks a lot. That was really nice for the community. of giving all those memberships. That's gonna give a lot of people like I'm gonna do more on the membership side on YouTube anyway, and that was really nice of you. So I really appreciate it if you're still here. If not, so thank you everyone for tuning in. Again, we didn't do so much this stream, but I think we went over like a few things that was new with Claude Code and some interesting conversations. So yeah, Lucas, Jamie, John, say thanks to RX. That was really nice. And yeah, I think we are kind of getting like a good community here. People are working on some cool stuff. So I think we need to do one stream where we can kind of look at some projects. So Edgar, yeah, I have you on LinkedIn. So this weekend, maybe I'll send you a link to the project. Pedroin, Ludovic, Jake, thanks for tuning in. Tom, thanks RX. Yeah, pretty cool. So I wish everyone a good day. And yeah, I'll be probably back tomorrow. I don't have any big plans, but I might be back tomorrow. I might do like a mountain hike. If I'm doing that, I don't have time. But if I'm not going up the mountain, I'll be back tomorrow. Nathan, thanks for the engagement. And yeah, thanks Soundwaves. Nice to meet you and talk about the old days. So have a nice day, and I'll see you all again hopefully soon. Bye bye.